Hey guys, Jesszman here with Today in Gaming episode 26. First up, we have some information about the newly released Dark Souls title for the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. This title released today, October 4th, 2011, for $60. So we have some information about the New Game Plus mode, and for those of you that don't know, New Game Plus is a feature brought over from Demon Souls, but this mode is similar to other modes that are included in RPGs and some other video game genres. But in New Game Plus, which is essentially your second playthrough of the game after you've beaten your first playthrough, what you carry over from your first playthrough are your items, weapons, armor, soul level, and all of your souls, so you can buy some more upgrades or whatever you need. Things that will not, I repeat, will not carry through to New Game Plus are your keys, any of the Lord Souls or the souls obtained from bosses, or embers. Now you're probably wondering, okay, well, why do I need to play the game a second time? Well, if you play the game a second time, the added incentive brings, or the game brings to it some harder enemies that scale, or that their levels bump from 1.5 to 2.5 times greater than what they were before, and it doesn't stop there. For each New Game Plus you go to, the levels keep increasing. Therefore, the game keeps getting harder and harder and harder, adding a difficulty not necessarily seen in a majority of RPGs. It's like a dynamic difficulty. It keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, whereas most games today have a static difficulty. Once you beat that hardest difficulty or that final boss, it's over. You've triumphed the hardest thing in the game. Whereas this, it keeps getting better and better and better. You have to keep coming up with new tactics, and your weapons, they get weaker and weaker and weaker, forcing you to upgrade or come up with new strategies to defeat previously weak enemies. So those grunts you were just defeating in the first playthrough that were extremely weak and can be taken out with your Drake sword and one slash can now probably kill you in one slash, and you'll have to come up with some new strategies, whether it's guarding at a certain time or parrying at the exact moment to counter their attack, or some just crazy maniacal strategy that From Software has introduced into the Dark Souls series and to the Demon Souls series. It's a spiritual predecessor of sorts. It's just something that's not necessarily seen in video games of today. It's something that needs to come back to video games. It adds that longevity and that replay value to the game, and it makes you really feel as if your $60 has been well spent. Now, having said all of that, the benefits of replaying Dark Souls on New Game Plus or New Game Plus 2 or whatever New Game Plus mode you're on are obviously the Platinum Trophy for the PlayStation 3, or the 1,000 gamer points or gamer score for the Xbox 360, in addition to some items that specifically require you to go back to the game a second time to get, or some items that you might have missed during your first playthrough. So that's all we have for Dark Souls. Next up, we have some information about the newly released Portal 2 DLC peer review. This DLC was supposed to be released back in the summer, but it got delayed. I reported about it in one of my previous episodes. You can go check out that video or the article in the description of that video for more information about this DLC. I'll just be doing a brief run through. But anyway, the DLC came out today. It is for free, $0, zero gamer score, zero gamer points. It's free, people, on PSN, on Xbox Live, on Steam, everywhere. It's free. Go download it if you have Portal 2. It adds some new co-op missions. It also adds a co-op test track featuring GLaDOS or GLaDOS. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that. But anyway, the DLC is free, and for those of you that don't have it already, and you have a Steam account or you're a PC gamer, if you go to Steam, the game is 50% off, meaning that it is currently $14.99, guys. That's a complete steal for an excellent video game. And the price hasn't been dropped for the PlayStation 3 or the Xbox 360 versions. But again on PC, if you don't own Portal 1 or you haven't played it, I don't know what's going through your mind. Why haven't you guys played that? But Portal 1 and Portal 2 in one cohesive package is available on Steam today for $30. That is a great steal, people. A great steal. Go buy it. It's E10. Developed by Valve, published by Valve. Both titles are available now. Get the DLC after you're done playing Portal 2. There's just nothing else I can say about this. They're both great titles that everyone should include in their library. Just go get it, guys. Please, do me a favor. Go purchase this game. It's amazing. Next up, we have some information about Alan Wake 2. Now, previously at E3, Remedy, the developers for Alan Wake 1, said that they were indeed developing another Alan Wake title in the series, although that title would not be Alan Wake 2. Whether it will probably be like another title in or located or situated in the Alan Wake universe. But this isn't about that. It's about a rumor that Xbox Magazine has talked about with Alan Wake 2. In a quote from Xbox Magazine, they have said that we hear a number of Microsoft-friendly developers are hard at work on prepping next-gen games as we speak. Could this be the reason why Remedies are so quiet about Alan Wake 2? The magazine responded to itself. Rare, Lionhead, and Turn 10 all have games in place too for the next Xbox or Microsoft home console. So they also heard that Rare, former developers for Banjo-Kazooie and now they're developing Kinect titles, are indeed working on a mature title. Now whether or not this is for Kinect or if it's mainly focused around the Xbox 720 or the Xbox or Xbox 3 or whatever you guys want to codename this console, whether it's focused around the main controls of that system is still up in the air. And remember, people, this is just a rumor so far. This hasn't actually been confirmed. It's just been a rumor in Xbox World Magazine. But if there is an Alan Wake 2 or if there's any more news about these developers developing for the next-gen Xbox console, you can be sure to hear it from me, Jesszman. Next up, we have some further plot details about Dead Space 3. Now, before I talked about Dead Space 3's plot details in an earlier one of my videos. Again, you can check out more information about the plot in the link in the description below in that specific video. But right now, I'm just going to update you on the new facts we have, or the new rumors that we have for this episode. So we have some information that Isaac's new companion, quote unquote, will be a Shadow Isaac. So this is a kind of second personality who is on screen and who engages in conversations with Isaac. Yes, people, Isaac does talk to Shadow Isaac. He's kind of talking to himself, and Shadow Isaac is kind of like a dark Isaac. He's trying to bring Isaac down, whether it be through calling him names or mocking him or anything. He's talking to the real Isaac. He's trying to bring him down, bring down his morality, make him feel that sense of dread, being on this whole desolate, sort of seemingly desolate planet, sans his two companions and the guy in the shack who just may as well be left for dead. Left for dead. But anyway, so yeah, this is Shadow Isaac in the game. They do have conversations. This seems pretty interesting, and I think that Shadow Isaac could manifest himself into a physical being of sorts. If not, he is already a physical being, and if he does, I can surely see him being a mini boss, if not a final boss in Dead Space 3. So next up, we have some information about the Darkness 2's limited edition. Now, for those of you that pre-ordered the Darkness 2 already, you guys will automatically be upgraded to the Darkness 2 limited edition. This is similar to what From Software did with Dark Souls. You pre-order the game and you're automatically upgraded to the limited edition at no extra cost. Yes, people, to get the limited edition, you just have to pre-order. No $100 paying $90, $120, $300. It's just $60. You guys just have to pre-order the game before the release date. So, what's included in this limited edition of The Darkness 2, you ask? In The Darkness 2, you are getting an alternate Crazy Abdul Darkling outfit, Go on My Heart, Rally Country character ability upgrades, and an illustration by Mark Silvestri, and some download codes for The Darkness Origins Volumes 1 and 2 comics. So yeah, The Darkness 2 will be available February 7th, 2012 and February 10th, 2012 for North America and international releases respectively. So expect expect some more news about The Darkness 2 as the release date comes approaches. There we go. Sorry about that. And yeah, next up we have some information about the Gears of War 3's Horde Command Pack to drop November 1st. Ironically enough, it's the same day Uncharted 3 comes out. Anyway, the DLC would cost you 800 Microsoft points, or $10 for those of you that want to know how much you'll have to drop down to get this DLC. But if you guys got the $30 season pass, you guys will be getting it for free. Remember guys, for those of you that got the season pass, you'll be getting the first 3 DLC for Gears of War 3 for free. That's a 33% savings from what you would have paid by individually purchasing these DLC packages. So if you're a regular Gears of War fan, if you bought Gears of War 3 and you expect to be using all the character skins, weapon skins, and such that it's included in all these DLC packs, I definitely recommend that you go on your Xbox 360 and you purchase that season pass right now to get you that extra 33% savings that could instead be used to purchase some Microsoft title or whatever it be. But anyway, included in this DLC pack is 3 new maps, some new characters like Onyx Guard, Big Rig, Dizzy, and Bernie, weapon skins, and some new fortifications for the Horde mode. And new fortifications include a command center that will allow players to call in support from snipers, mortars, or the Hammer of Dawn, a decoy upgrade that can create a fighting Onyx Guard bot, a sentry upgrade that adds a firebolt for more damage and is extremely helpful against the berserkers, and finally a silverback upgrade with rockets and repair cost reduction. Next up, we have some well, actually this is the final news for this episode of Today in Gaming, and that is the Resident Evil Revelations release date, and that is February 7th, ironically enough the same day The Darkness 2 comes out, so you guys have to decide which one you want to get. Anyway, February 7th, 2012 for the Nintendo 3DS. And if you pre-order it with GameStop, you get an exclusive protective case that's kind of actually cool. I wouldn't mind pre-ordering it with GameStop and getting this exclusive case if I did have a 3DS. But yeah, that's all we have for today's episode of Today in Gaming. I'm Jesszman. I'll see you guys later. Peace.